Mercedes solid-state battery can help assure the carmaker's survival and soon make existing electric vehicle batteries obsolete. Mercedes EQS Prototype is using a unique quasi-solid-state battery design now, which on paper is far better than what is currently on the market. If this plays out, it could help assure Mercedes' survival as China car companies move to world domination. Welcome back, everyone. This is Armin Haryan from TorqueNews.com, and I have a very interesting story to share you with what Mercedes does and the future of electric vehicle batteries. But if you like that story, please give us thumbs up and subscribe to our comment and let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. So while we often compare electric vehicle power as it applies to performance, and even more critical stats from electric vehicles is range. And outside of China, where electric vehicle ranges are beginning to set records, Western electric vehicles generally have below acceptable ranges. Agree? That acceptable range from an electric vehicle is 300 miles minimum if you genuinely want to replace an ICE car, because public charging is such a pain. This ability to be nearly always able to charge your car at home would give the electric vehicle industry a huge boost. While the existing Mercedes-Benz EQS has an acceptable range of 390 miles, the prototype that I'm talking about with quasi-solid-state batteries provides a whopping 620 miles of range using solid-state battery technology, which has some issues though. Still, this massive boost in range could be a game changer for Mercedes. Solid-state batteries are new but can have some issues, including potentially growing lithium dendrites, which can cause battery shorts. They also use more rare lithium, and this battery class doesn't typically perform well at room temperatures, requiring more extensive battery heat management systems. However, the technology Mercedes is prototyping now is from Factorial Energy, and it is considered a quasi-solid state in quotes because it is infused with liquid or gel-like electrolyte. This formulation promises to provide the safety advantages of solid-state batteries, far less likely to catch fire, with the manufacturing and performance advantages of more typical electric vehicle batteries. In theory, this approach gives you more range, more performance, and more safety. Mercedes has also created a dendrite-prevention technology. Remember I talked about dendrite? So Mercedes has also created this dendrite-prevention technology that uses pneumatic actuators to keep pressure on the cells. Constant pressure generally prevents these dangerous dendrites from emerging or growing to become problems. Other advantages of solid-state batteries besides range are that these batteries are much lighter. And you know, electric vehicles, one of their disadvantages is that they're very heavy due to batteries. And these batteries are much lighter. Removing weight from the car not only helps with range and performance, but also helps a lot with handling it. It lowers the overall stress on the car, which should increase its service life. The batteries are cheaper to manufacture, lowering the cost and price of the car, and the manufacturing process is greener, using far fewer hazardous solvents. All good, right? Toyota and other car companies are also exploring this solid-state battery technology, as I have reported many times in this channel, and it will be interesting to see who develops it into a car you can buy first. This is just a prototype what Mercedes has offered so far. Currently, China is the leader in electric vehicles and battery technology. The Chinese car companies have already launched cars with over 500 miles of battery range and have cornered many markets for the raw materials used in electric vehicle batteries. 500 miles. It's way above the accepted minimum, which I said is 300 miles per charge. It moves like this from companies like Mercedes and Toyota that could close the EV competitive gap with China, which, if this gap isn't closed, would instead give the future EV. And since electric vehicles are slated to replace gas cars in around a decade, keep China from wiping out all of the Western car companies. So this move by Mercedes to advance battery technology isn't just good for related cars. It could make the difference between whether non-Chinese car companies will be around by 2040. If you want to be around as a car company in 2040, you have to have better batteries, guys. Mercedes' move to more advanced battery technology is a huge hedge against the potential for Chinese car companies to take over a market essentially started by Mercedes over a century ago. Companies rarely last as long as Mercedes has, right? And the company isn't giving up, but fighting for its future life with efforts like this to jump around China's well-crafted advantages and preserve Mercedes as a viable car company. Still, if car companies don't aggressively close some of these competitive gaps, there is a good chance there will be fewer car companies by 2040 and Mercedes' impressive run will end. Now, well, we're hoping at torquenews.com that this won't happen, and with more moves like this by Mercedes and better technology pivot, Mercedes could hang in there for yet another century. We'll hope so. And we hope so that American car companies will also be able to do that. We'll see what Tesla does in this regard. This is Armin Harayan from torquenews.com. If you are a first time, please give us thumbs up, like this story, and let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. And if you like it, please share in your social media. I would greatly appreciate it. And also visit us at torquenews.com for daily automotive, really interesting news stories. God bless you, everyone.